What is going on, everybody? It's the Daily Fantasy Hitman back at you with another League of Legends breakdown. And today I got a special little treat for you. I got a 5 game slate instead of the traditional 4 games. So that means we have one extra game coming out of the LPL right here with LGD versus Rogue Warriors. And it also means that us people on the West Coast don't have to stay up till midnight just to get the first game. First game actually starts at 11 a.m., so that's pretty cool. 11 a.m., what am I talking about? 11 p.m. Okay, so let's dive into these matchups real quick. Let's start with the LCK. I am going to look at DRX versus Hanwha Life, and let's take a look at these odds real quick. Hanwha Life is coming in at a minus 189 favorite, and DRX is coming in as a plus 140 underdog. Now, I do not think that DRX should be an underdog here because they have blue side advantage. DRX is somewhat of a different team when they're on that blue side. As you can see here, they're 6-8 on the red side versus 9-5 on the blue side. And then if you take a look at their individual match history, you see things like win here over Freak of Freaks, win here over T1, 2 wins over T1 on blue side. And, I mean, they did lose to Damwon and Genji, but ultimately, they're on a 3 game win streak on this blue side. And compare that to red side. I mean, they lost to both these teams on red side, but then they stomped them on blue. So, clearly this team loves to draft on the blue side. And I think it's very interesting that the team that they're playing, Hanwha Life, is kind of bad on the red side. 4-10 on the red side versus 10-3 on the blue side. That's a massive drop off, right? Like, that's not just a coincidence. And then you throw in the fact that Hanwha Life has been kind of, I mean, they had that 0-2 versus Live Sandbox. They lost a game here versus Afrika, lost a game versus Nongshim. They did lose 2 series to Damwon. But overall, Hanwha Life is not looking like that team that they were early on in the split, where they were kind of smacking teams in the mouth. Chovy and Def were just carrying their asses off. I mean, we really haven't seen that. I've been seeing Arthur making a lot more mistakes. They keep bringing Dudu into the top lane. Vista is dying like way too much. Like, let's look at his match history. In their last series, look at this, 11 deaths in the 2 losses. I mean, he even died here like, what is this, 16 times versus Nongshim? Like, stuff like this cannot be happening, especially against a team like DRX, who seems to actually be playing very clean, macro-oriented game. Now, I'm going to give Hanwha Life this blue side win right here, but I think DRX takes this one 2-1, and that's my pick. So, let's move on to T1 versus Damwon. People might be hyped up about T1 because the new roster is looking really good. They brought in some new guys. Let's check it out for you if you haven't kept up with it. Kana got replaced by Zeus. Zeus is super highly touted young top laner. Wunner has replaced Ilem and Kuz. And arguably Wunner is the best jungler I've seen on this roster. Closer is replacing Faker right now. And Gumayushi is actually being replaced by Teddy. So the roster right now is Zeus, Wunner, Closer, Teddy, and Korea. I actually really like this roster. I think they have a lot of they're very aggressive in their playstyle. Wunner kept getting that Lilia pick, and he was just counter jungling the shit out of his opponent. And who are they playing? Their last matchup, who were they playing? Nongshim. He was going up against Peanut, and he was making Peanut look like the most trash jungler I've ever seen. And that's impressive, because Peanut's like a 6-year LCK veteran. So, I mean, T1 is for sure live here as a dog. I mean, you look at these odds, they're only plus 226 underdogs. Damwon's coming in minus 323. Damwon as well has not been extremely clean. I mean, we saw them lose a game to KT Rolster. We saw them lose a game to Hanwha Life. There's definitely potential here, but I just think that because this roster is so new, and they were making some mistakes in their last series versus Nongshim, where they were, maybe going a little bit too aggressive. Now, they could hone that in. If they can hone that in and take that aggression and use it to get this early advantage again, I really do think that T1 could pull off the upset here, but I'm not gonna go that bold yet because it's still down one, and I mean this is a pretty good. Oh my bad, it's down one Kia now. But yeah, I mean down one is 10-3 on red, 10-3 on blue. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. They're not, it's down one, right? But T1, the one thing that you have in your pocket if you're rolling with T1 is this: 10-4 on blue side. They clearly draft a lot better on blue side, and they have their best rendition of this lineup. So if you want to take a shot, take a shot. This is your week to take a shot on the upset over down one. Go with T1, but I'm gonna play it safe here. Pick down one 2-1. But I could really see this being a 2-1 for T1 if they make those draft decisions that they need to make. Now let's move over to the LPL. We have some pretty rough matchups over here, okay? Top Esports is going to smash eStar. I don't even know if I need to dive into that one. Like, that's a 2-0 if I've ever seen a 2-0, okay? But this one is really interesting. LGD versus Rogue Warriors. You look at the odds right here. LGD is a -156 favorite, which is really interesting. I mean, LGD did win that matchup versus, who did they beat? They beat like Live Sandbox, I think. Or no, they beat TT. Yeah. They yeah, right here they swept TT 2-0. Okay, and TT is like they're kind of middling. Kind of like they look good some games, look pretty trash some other games. But the thing is, Rogue Warriors, they held their own in that game 2 versus Top Esports. I'm not going to say they look good, but, guys like Haro, he had a pretty good performance. And Betty is finally stepping up. I like Betty a lot. He's a veteran of the LPL. He used to play for Flash Wolves back in the day. This guy's got world's experience. I hold him in higher regard than Kramer, and I saw him on the Samir twice, so he must be practicing that a lot or something. Overall, this is like picking a number out of a damn hat, like good luck. Good luck being, oh, I think this team is gonna win. Like, come on, it's an absolute toss-up. But I'm going with Rogue Warriors because I think the individual talent is better. Plus, if I remember correctly, yeah, never mind. They don't have side selection, so that's not good. But, I mean, what do you want out of me, Like, I look at things like this. Like, look at LGD on the blue side. They really don't have any advantage. 1-5, 2-5, like, come on. And Rogue Warriors really isn't much better. I mean, it comes down to this, right? Do you want the team with 2 wins, Rogue Warriors, or do you want the team with 3 wins, LGD? Not really sure if I want either, to be honest. But if I had to pick a team, I'm going to be picking Rogue Warriors simply because they have, I think, a better bot laner and a better jungler. Like, that's literally it. Yeah. So, next series, I already mentioned, yeah, so I'm going to go Rogue Warriors 2-1 over LGD. Top Esports, that's a 2-0. Not really going to touch on that one much. I mean, Knight, Jackie Love, that's all you need to know. eStar sucks. They haven't changed their roster at all. Still suck. I think they've lost like 7 series in a row, something like that. Right here, 6 series in a row losses. That's bad. So, yeah, there's a 2-0 for Top Esports. And then the final matchup, which is going to be probably the matchup or the best matchup of this entire slate, is RNG versus FPX. So, RNG actually gets side selection here, and that is absolutely massive, okay? Take a look at RNG with side selection. They're likely going to be on that blue side, right? Let's see what they're doing on the blue side. Oh, you're telling me they're 9-2? Versus 6-3 on the red side? Not bad. Not bad at all. Throw in that Fun Plus Phoenix. So that's 9-2, right? Fun Plus Phoenix is 6-3 on that red side versus 9-1 on the blue side. So they prefer that blue side as well, right? But the real nail in the coffin is this. Bae Shawan. He's coming in for FPX. That's their third jungler now. Tion, I guess didn't work out. They didn't like him last season versus WE. Bo, Bo is currently being like investigated or something about some game last year. Very sketch situation. I tried translating some of the Chinese reports into English, and I'm probably lost something there in translation. But yeah, it seemed like they were investigating like an LDO match from last year where he was smiling when they lost. Something like really weird, but overall, you got this guy. He's coming in. Let's take a look at him if you want to really dive into that. His stats from the LDL were actually looking very good, but the fact of the matter here is this guy has only played 21 games, and they were this year, and they were in the LDL versus much weaker competition, okay? Now, he has shown a very high skill ceiling. I mean, look at some of these performances. 7-2-15, 9-3-7, 11-2-8, right? Stuff like that. But you're telling me this guy's coming in for his first match, right, in the LPL versus RNG, who's currently sitting in second place with a 7-1 record, and they don't even get side selection. For that reason, I have to go with RNG here. I mean, RNG I think is the better team right now. Like if FPX had Bo here, I'm going with FPX 100%. But the fact of the matter that they have this new jungler, and the jungler seems to be very crucial for FPX. Because I mean, you don't go from dominating teams and then Tion comes in and you get 0-2'd versus WE in like super convincing fashion. Like that's weird to me. That shows that maybe Bo was covering up some of their mistakes. Remember, Bo had this insane, what was it like? His kill percentage was like 30-something%. I mean, look at this, 36% kill share. Doinby needs to step his ass up. Like, this dude, I understand he plays these different types of champions in the mid lane, which is cool for draft. But dude, I need to see you getting more of these kills, bro. I don't know if you can rely on Beishuan to be getting these kills in his first LPL series. So I'm going to go RNG 2-1 here. Not going to be super convincing, but I think this will be the best match of the entire 5-game slate. So let's just go over the picks real quick. Again, I got DRX with the 2-1 victory over Hanwha Life. I got DWG KIA with the 2-1 victory over T1. I have, in the LPL, I have Rogue Warriors with the 2-1 over LGD. Not sure about that one at all. TES 2-0 over E-Star. And RNG with the 2-1 win over FPX. Those are my picks. I'm sticking to them. Let's get it. If you could, please give me a subscription on that YouTube channel. We're trying to grow this bitch up. I have my full DFS breakdowns right here. Patreon.com/DFS Hitman. If you wanted to find out who I'm playing tomorrow, got that article up right there already. Yeah, and good luck, everybody. Have fun tonight. Hope the games are good. Let's get it.